Hey, I know it's been a while. I'm gonna do a video series. Actually, I think I'm gonna do two different video series. I'm gonna do one on music and guitar. Specifically, I'm going to have a video challenge of progress on my guitar over the next year. Also, alongside this, I want to do a video progress series on weight loss and, let's say, weight management. Let's talk about that first. I've done several diets, you know, over time, and I've had some pretty good success, actually. You know, I've tried Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Body, and that worked really well. I lost 25 pounds in a really pretty short amount of time. But then also, in a really short amount of time, I gained it all back plus 5 pounds. And then I tried a diet, I believe it was called the Sacred Heart diet, similar to the cabbage diet, I think. There's a 7-day schedule that you eat a specific thing every day, and then you just keep repeating it until you've lost the amount of weight that you want to lose. Again, I lost about 25 pounds on that fairly quickly, literally in like 3 weeks. But once again, put it all back on. I've tried several. Anyway, it always results in almost immediately putting all the weight right back on, plus a few pounds or more. Now, I've gotten to the highest weight of my life, up to 152 pounds. And starting this program, my starting point's 204, did I say 152? I meant to say 252 pounds. I had to buy all new clothes. I just can't stand myself. Well, my wife and I started a diet program called Profile by Sanford. And again, they have a specific program, of course, and you pay a membership fee and you have to buy their food. But we got to buy food anyway, right? So if we spend money on their food instead of fast food, what it looks like so far is that we're actually going to save money by buying their food. And the program comes with coaching. So you meet with your coach as often as you need to, and they help you through the process. And there's 3 phases. There's the reduce phase. I'll look at it and get the exact terminology later, but there's 3 phases. There's the phase where you lose as much weight as you need to lose. Then there's an adapt phase where you adapt basically back into eating regular food, for the most part, if I understand, but you kind of slowly integrate things back in that you want to eat. And then there's a maintain phase, so that instead of going off the diet and putting all the weight back on, they help you through that phase to maintain the weight level that you achieve. And that's the exciting part for me, since I've proven that I can lose weight, but I haven't proven that I can keep the weight off and maintain that. So I'm going to do a video series on losing weight. My starting point was 248 pounds 3 weeks ago, and I am now down 19 pounds to 229. 248 to 229 is 19 pounds in 3 weeks. It's working. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is guitar. I bought a guitar 30 years ago. It's been frustrating. I've tried to learn some things on the guitar, and I just seem to not get it. But you know, maybe I just didn't put the time in. I don't seem to have that real natural talent like some people do, to just pick it up and learn it and just go through it. And I'll show you what I mean in a little bit. But I want to tell you a little bit of a backstory about how this came about. When I was a little kid, we didn't really really listen to much music. There was the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, and that seemed to kind of really be about the only approved music. One of my neighbors wanted to play some jazz music for me, and I was nervous about it. Like, really? Is that okay? I'm not sure if that's okay. Like it was a forbidden drug or something. And in our house, I heard a lot that sex and drugs and rock and roll kind of go together, and that Satan loves rock and roll music, you know, so I was really afraid of being exposed to this evil music. But then, you know, time went on, and I was 12 years old. 12 years old, I think. Maybe 13. My brother put headphones on. He said, "You gotta check this out. Just check this out." He put headphones on for me, and he played Boston, Foreplay, Long Time. I was instantly addicted. I couldn't believe what was coming through these headphones. This beautiful, glorious, moving music. I had never experienced music before. I was in the high school band. I played trombone. I could read bass clef music. This music blew me away. The next song that he played for me was Crystal Ball by Styx, with Tommy Shaw on the guitar and singing. Blew my mind. Amazing. The song described exactly what I was feeling at that time. And I really never figured it out, but Crystal Ball is talking about, what does the future hold for me? What should I do with my life? I never could really get a grasp on what I wanted to do when I grow up. You know, I thought about flying. I was fascinated by airplanes. Anyway, kind of a long story. I loved music. I was addicted to this music, and at every opportunity I would listen as much as and intently with my eyes closed as I could. I discovered Rush, the band Rush. Wow. By-Tor and the Snow Dog, 2112. It was just amazing, powerful music. All right, I could keep going on and on about this. Fast forward to 1988, maybe 1989, but I think it was 88. I was playing catch football with my nephew, and he had the doors of his car open, and he was playing Joe Satriani's Surfing with the Alien. And I was, you know, we were having conversation and playing football, catch, you know, and having fun. But this song was just over here playing, and I was kind of just not really paying attention, but it kept on an endless loop, and I just had to ask, what is this amazing, glorious music? The songs that really stuck out for me were Circles, Always With Me, Always With You, and Satch Boogie. And it was really Always With Me, Always With You that inspired me to buy a guitar. I remember this picture of Joe Satriani playing a white Ibanez guitar. Well, I searched around. I went to a bunch of music stores, and Shane introduced me to the owner of a music store in downtown Ogden. And I went in there and I saw the guitar. It to me looked exactly like Joe Satriani's guitar. It was white. It was amazing. And there was an orange one. Orange is my favorite color. So I was deciding. I found the guitar, but each one of them was $1,000. And it was really just financially beyond me. I couldn't even imagine coming up with $1,000. Well, I went in there, you know, about once a week for a couple of months and just kept looking at it, and I would hold the guitar and had no idea what to do with it. It reminds me of Rush 2112, you know? What is this strange thing? The wires vibrate, you know? What does it do? Well, one time I went in there and somebody had knocked over the white one, and it had a little dent and a chip in the paint. And instead of $1,000, the owner said, look, you know what, I really can't sell it full price anymore. I'll sell it to you for $400. And I said, done. You know, it was a lot of money to me at that point, but I bought the guitar. Later on, I bought a little tiny amplifier, and then Shane wanted to sell his big amplifier, and he sold it to me for a great deal. So here I was, equipped with a guitar and an amplifier, and the first thing I did is I learned just this short little riff out of that song, Always With Me, Always With You. Amazing. But I really could only just do this very intro bit. Not even the intro has these super complicated chords I can't even describe, but it's really kind of the main riff of the song. And then there's a song by Rush that I just had to learn. It's called La Via Strangiato. If anybody asks, that is my ultimate favorite song of all time, of all music, La Via Strangiato. I don't know if I'm even saying it right. That's how Geddy Lee introduced it in a concert. La Via Strangiato. So I got some tabs and I got the guitar music for it, and I painstakingly, note by note by note, learned, I'd say most of it. There's several passages that are just way too fast for me that I haven't figured out, but over the last 30 years here and there, I've learned, I'd say most of it. Can't do it up to speed, but I can feel it and I can play a bunch of it. I love that song, and it's fun to play. My son can play it pretty much note for note, start to finish, faster than the band does. Anyway, so I had this guitar. I haven't played it continuously for 30 years. I'd say it spent most of that 30 years either under my bed or in the attic. You know, and every once in a while I would get it out and pluck around and get frustrated because just frustrating. And I would give up on it. So here we are, 30 years later, and I'm going to do a video series on my progress. I'll show you pretty much where I'm at. I've learned a whole bunch of little things. I'll show you some of them, and then we'll check in. I don't know if I'll check in once a month or once every 3 months or 6 months or what, but let's see where I am 1 year from now, and I'm committing to play my guitar some every single day. So this is exciting for me. I've always wanted to learn to play the guitar, and I've always given up on it before I really make much progress. So here I am, I'm gonna be 55 years old, and I'm gonna start to learn the guitar.